That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know anybody that can come watch that game and not want to come back and watch us play. I was really, really proud of our players, that their effort was rewarded for what we did. I thought they came with great effort, great focus, togetherness, unselfishness. I mean, you got, 7 people in a team with assists. I mean, it's really great stuff. So I'm really proud of them, happy for them. I do want two quick shout-outs before we get going. One, our practice guys that were here yesterday, we could not have done this without them. So Zaven was here, Chance is here, Ollie was Ali Becky. I know you guys, I don't even know their last names, but like he was awesome. He's hitting step back jumpers. Like we had a crew of like 7 guys, and like we could not. I don't have enough right now. Like Mullins is not practicing. Alana Poole is not practicing. Right. So like we can't do it without those guys. And they get a jersey that's got their name on it, and sometimes I'm able to get them jersey mics. Like that's their whole. I can't pay. That's so. It's a big time thing, impact that they're providing us, and they come to the game. They're sitting in the corner, and I don't know what promotion it was for the band. That band was awesome. I know he said extra high school kids or something. You felt it very early in the game, like before the game started. It was like, man, there was like a little buzz in the building. So. That was awesome for the band. Awesome atmosphere. You want me to gush some more? That was awesome.
Gush along. Coach, in a game like this, it's a game within the game. It's a chess game in many regards. Yeah. What were the moves that you made that you felt made the difference in pulling this one out?
Well, that zone wasn't the greatest call in the world, huh? Let that kid shoot a 3 in the corner. No, we didn't massively change anything throughout the game, but I thought we did a really good job adapting to what they were hurting us with. And that team's good, man. He's really good. They are really good. Ali Becky's really good. Alex is probably Ricard. Is it Richard? Oh, it is. I wanted to be fancy. They're really good. So it was where we were helping from. Like used down the stretch. I mean, there was a couple adjustments there, but where we were helping from really, I thought helped at least make him make another move type of thing. But man, that team is good. That team is really good. So I can give you, offensively, we were trying to get the ball to Susha a lot early. I thought it was harder than you think. They were doubling from the weak side on the baseline side, which was interesting. But I thought Susha did a great job early sealing and scoring because they give you that topside seal. So I'm really impressed with them, and I'm very happy we came out with a win because that team's playing in March. I know that.
Not surprising that Barnes ends up with 18 points today, but surprising the way she got them today. Your comments on that?
Yeah, I'm sure he's over there looking at this box score like, of course she goes 4 for 4 from 3. I think Ashanti is really coming into her own, and there's an element of her that's slowing down. The game is slowing down for her, and I thought she did her thing. She got to the free throw line with her drives and stuff like that. But that part is getting harder because she's performing so well, right? Our last 5 games, she's our leading scorer over P, right? Today, I don't know where it was really close, so I don't know where they'll end up. It's 18-19 today, but people are starting to pay more attention. So when she gets that fast break drive, they're not letting her get to the rim as much anymore. But what I love about her right now is like, okay, you're going to give me some threes? Okay, I'll knock that down. Because we all knew she was going to shoot it better than her initial 3-point percentage. It was like, it's the same as like P starts off on a 3-game stretch and she's not making it. So I thought she did a great job giving what the defense taking what the defense gave her. And, we're lucky enough for her to go 4 for 4. But she got to make her free throws. I'm fooling around. We should have made her free throws way more. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, going off that with more on Ashanti, a lot of teams have a good guard. A lot of teams have a good center. It seems like the power forward position is maybe a weak spot for some teams. And you've got one of your best players there who is just as good in the post as Susha, but also can go 4 for 4 from 3. Just is she kind of, I guess, not necessarily an X factor, but maybe a separating factor for where you are right now?
Yeah, I like separating more than an X factor because, like, I think an X factor is what she was early in the year. Which is like it's a bonus almost. Right now, it's becoming a pattern. It's becoming pretty consistent. Right, and I think she's gaining confidence with that. And I bet you if you looked through our last 5 or 6, not that it's even intentional. I don't have plays in for Ashanti now. And I bet you she's taken our most shots, most field goals on the team. I bet you at least 4 out of those last 6 games. So she's coming into her own. She's extremely hard to guard. And a good coach and friend of mine, we always talk about how important the 4 position is. And you used the play today. We ran we hit Ashanti in the high post, and we set a little screen for Susha. She's able to see the angle and drop a little bounce pass to Susha. That's underrated, right? Being able to pass like she does, being able to get to the rim like she does, and the 3-point shot. But her play elevating is really going to help us separate. I think separation is a great way to put it.
And this game, may or may not end up putting you in the at-large conversation. We'll wait and see on that. But to play one at this point in the season that kind of feels like a conference semifinal or final type of game, like how much does that help you? You've talked all along about your non-conference schedule helping you down the road. How much does that playing that kind of game in February help you?
I feel the exact same way. It was like, and for us to gain confidence from it that we came through, right? We could have let it go, right? They took the lead. We could have failed, right? And now we're sitting here like, do we have it? Type of stuff. I think our group will just gain confidence from this and think that we do have it because I think we do. But, that's what it felt like. I wouldn't even say it just felt like a really high level and reminded me of some of the good days like the Old Dominion days or the Drexel, where it's like 2 really good teams that are really good just going at it. And it's the chess part of it, right? It's like, what do you think? You want to do this? Like he's going, their little buzz defense out of timeouts. He won't let me run anything out of timeouts. It's like I'm trying to do the same to him. But that's what it felt like for me. And I think we can take away the confidence that we will come through for each other. And we are willing to make those one more passes or the extra pass. Like I was so pleased with our assisted turnover today. I mean, 16-8, you have 8 turnovers against that team. Last year we had 22 and 2 assists. Think about that. So to your point, I do think we put this in our pocket and look, it might be App State. I don't know. I think App State's next. It's like, we're not arrived yet, right? But that goes in our pocket. That experience and that confidence goes in our pocket, and we can use it. And I think we'll need it for App State. I think we're gonna need it. I know Georgia State's still looming. I've never been able to sweep that guy. So yeah, it's a really good experience, and I think we'll take some confidence from it.
It's become a mainstay all season. But how confident are you in Bree Robinson making a stop at the end of the game? What do you have to say about her play?
I mean, I said it. I said it post game, and Nikki's gonna be hitting my phone up, and Kayla's gonna be talking to me in the meeting. But she's making a case, man, for the best defender I've ever coached. As a sophomore, right? It's relentless. And Jack Hale's talking to me about her before the game. It's like it's annoying. You're Allie Becky. You're annoyed. It's like, get away from me, right? And so I'm glad she's settling into her offense too, because she's always had the defense part, right? And she's got a little PTSD from teams that tell her she's just a defender, and I don't want her to be just a defender, but she's finally settling into some offense. I thought her offense was awesome for us today, passing the ball early, creating shots. But yeah, she is absolutely elite defensively, and it's too bad because with a player like that, right, I don't know if you'll ever have the stats to be a defensive player of the year, right? Usually the stats are who's the blocks leader, who's the steals leader. It's it's not the best defender in the league. That kid is right there, period.
When you're thinking about the group you're leaving in down the stretch in a couple of minutes and you're down a basket, do you ever think about, I might take some of Bree's defense if I'm giving away some of Rowe's offense at all? How do you kind of make that decision?
Well, we thought a lot about Rowe down the stretch. We thought maybe just spread him out and have another guard in there, but I thought Zakai was in there for for press break and defense, right? I think she's our best press breaker. Bree's in there for defense, and then you got Pia, Shanti, and Susha, right? That was the best thing for us today. And I thought a little bit about offense, defense, but I just thought almost like Bree deserved, staying in there. And I didn't want to get caught trying to defend. She's such an elite defender. I didn't want her off the floor.
To talk a little bit more about the defensive side of the ball, from the jump, you guys brought a lot of pressure and hedges off of screens. Is that something you're looking to do every game, or is there something you saw while preparing for Ball State that you needed to apply more pressure to the ball handle?
Yeah, not every game, but they're really good if you let them get downhill on you, and that's why there's a ball screen over here, and they're flaring a shooter over here, and if you don't stop this ball screen and throw off the momentum, Allie Becky's going to come around. She's going to just pick you apart. Oh, you want that flare, or you want the slip, or you want so. We were adamant about hedging just to try to disrupt them. I think a drop coverage, right, where the post is back makes sense because Richard doesn't shoot the three. So you could have done that, but I thought it would have really helped Allie Becky get downhill. And so we went with the hedges. I thought that's our best way to pressure them. And it wasn't perfect, but I thought it was effective. I thought when our hedges were good, they couldn't have the rhythm that they wanted on offense. Now, still score 74 points, which is the most of anybody for a while. But
And after getting outscored in those second and third quarters, what was the message to your players going into the fourth quarter?
Going into the fourth, I gave him a big old smile. I was like, this is what we do this for, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. You got a good team. We're a good team. We're in the fourth. Zakiah hits a three. I was going to have a seizure trying to do you see the time on the clock? Why are you walking the ball up the floor? And she had a plan all along, so I just but it was more like, look, this is fun. This is what we get this opportunity to do this. This is fun. Enjoy this. Compete your tail off. But that's what it was. It was no I'm mad at you. No, man, let's go. This is what we're doing. Let's do this thing together.
Did playing them last year at all have any benefit today in terms of game plan, or did that have any effect, or is it just, hey, new year, last year is last year?
Yeah, I watched last year's game, and we are so different. We are very different. They're not as, they lost Nyla Hampton, I believe her name is, and she was an elite defensive kid, so I do think that hurt them a little bit, but we were so different, and there were so many different factors. They had just come off. They had won I don't know what it was, 18 in a row, and just lost to Northern Illinois, so they were mad, and they were very motivated. And at the time, we had 3, maybe 4 losses in conference. So whether we won that game or not wasn't as meaningful for us. And I think that all those factors, it's I still watched it, and you get to see the speed and get to see all that and see, we pressed them a bunch in the fourth up there. I think we got 5 or 6 steals almost in a row. But we're not a pressing team, and I didn't want to all of a sudden put in a press just because it looked good last year in desperation time. So, yes to little nuggets, but not as a wholesale thing.
And lastly, just because we haven't seen you in a little bit, I'm curious if you've had a chance to reflect on 200 wins, kind of just what that means. And I know you're kind of in the moment of the year, and you're a team first guy, and you're going to deflect. But just
I'm definitely going to deflect.
Just what does that kind of accomplishment mean?
I swear it's cool. It's a number. It's like my staff, Coach Razor's laughing at me you don't even it's not even make you feel good a little bit. No, it's I want to win a championship. I want to win a championship. I want this team to play in the NCAA tournament so bad. I will celebrate like you read about when we're in the NCAA tournament, because Peyton McDaniel deserves to be in the NCAA tournament, and that's my whole mission, is making sure she gets there, because the loyalty, the work, all that stuff. Now, I want to play in the NCAA tournament. How are we going to get there? That is my motivation daily. 200, that's cool. Yeah, let's go. Moving on. We got to win, and we got to win a championship. Okay?
Yeah, I want to ask you a little bit more about the turnovers. Only having 8 turnovers, where there could have been some games last year where you had more against a team like this. Ball State averaging 10 steals per game as a team, only had 3, and Allie Becky averages about 2.5 steals per game. She only had 1. Just talk about just taking better care of the ball in a game like this.
Bree and Zakiah deserve a lot of credit for that, bringing the ball up against their press. I thought their press, we really neutralized it. I didn't think I had to call one timeout, but we didn't even practice against it very much. It was like, look, they're going to come for it. You guys know what to do. And it's like, yeah, we do. Yeah, I just thought we were pretty good with the ball. And I don't know if there's some special thing. I hate talking about it, right? It's like you're not supposed to be negative and say, like, don't turn it over, right? You know, you want to be confident. But that's where I think, like, I know Zakai's got 4 of the 8, right? But, like, that's where I think the difference is from last year's team to this year's team is that our turnovers are way down comparatively. And some of that is the level of athlete. Some of that is we're just better with it. I think sharing the ball and we preach all the time, make the next right play. So you see 2, there's somebody else open, hit a single. Don't try to hit a home run all the time. And I don't know, but I think Bree and Zakiah deserve a lot of credit for that. Even though Z had 4, I know she could have had 8.